quick, didn't we?
8 seconds.
All right, we're back and we're on the roll.
Bravo 687.
Thanks for joining us again. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock on the East Coast. It's only 9 o'clock on the West Coast, though. My name's Bob Fletcher. For those of you that haven't joined us before, I'm with Pat Scott. Both of us started with the St. Paul Police Department in the late 70s. And now we're working at the Sheriff's Office. I have the honor and pleasure of being the Sheriff in Ramsey County, and Pat's been retired from St. Paul, but working as an analyst. Probably going to come out of retirement soon.
The sheriff lured me back, and I'm having a blast.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing like experience and wisdom that you gain from years on the streets of working with people. We're trying to restore, like that one guy saying we should do some training. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to restore some of that police community communication. So get to know people. Pat was exemplary at getting to know people on the street. I like to think that I wasn't bad either. It's just the best thing you can do to do good police work is take the time to get to know everybody.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing about people, even the worst criminals I've arrested were good people 85 to 90% of the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
I usually say 90 to 95. In fact, most of them have personalities that cause you to want to be around them, right? I mean, because they're funny, friendly people.
Very true.
They just cannot control themselves that 5 to 10% of the time.
Right.
If they could master that,
On scene.
I mean,
in front of the
I don't know.
building to be in favor of compensation.
I found most of the people that I arrested, if you sat and chatted with them, you'd find they're really interesting people. You know,
Very true.
different walks of life, different circumstances. But
I'm Facebook friends with people I sent to the penitentiary.
well, that's awesome.
Some of whom thanked me for saving them from. They figured they would probably have ended up dead had they not gone to prison.
Well, that's the thing that gets lost sometimes. People forget that incarceration is a part of how to help people correct themselves, right?
Indeed.
I know it helped my own son, to reevaluate which way they're going. And I would say this, that there's a rush to judgment to try to never put kids in detention.
177, I don't know if this is Austin from earlier.
We probably have gone too far overboard.
I would totally agree.
Because a lot of these kids that we're running across with guns and stuff, they need some time to reevaluate which way they're going. And if you hold a child for, sometimes they go home to their parents immediately. Other times they maybe spend 2 days in detention. But nobody wants to send kids to detention, but some of them need it. You know?
Yeah. I think it's a very dangerous recipe for disaster to let someone involved in a violent crime, particularly involving a gun, to let them immediately back out. Because we're seeing time after time that they reoffend with another violent crime, sometimes within days, occasionally within hours of being released. There needs to be a sense of there being some consequence for your actions,
Stand by.
and there needs to be, just like the sheriff said, some time to reflect upon what you did to put you there.
Yeah.
111.
Well, the thing is, in
7211.
the social science world of trying to help
120,
people,
that vehicle registers to a car.
we often run off and try the trendy thing.
Address in Milwaukee.
Sometimes the trendy thing doesn't work.
Right.
And then you go back and say, well, where'd we go wrong? And
23.
the fact is, a lot of kids that have minimal parental support, but it's not always that they don't have parental supports. And the last woman you saw on TV from one of our juvenile offenders was saying she wants the courts to take some action with her children. And the courts keep returning him home. You know, so
You can't always put it on the parents.
no. And a lot of parents want help from the courts. It's a wake-up call for the child. Well, we won't go into any more of that. I know we try to avoid any controversial issues, just the benefit.
24 York Avenue.
What's the address on York there?
I missed it.
2308.
322, are you called for?
369, report, we'll go back and look.
Copy.
Occupied, stolen, and a lot.
Occupied, stolen, and a lot. Calling 10-3-1074 York Avenue.
1074 York.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, 1074 York.
It's right at Frank, right? Or Forest.
Yeah, it should be right at Earl, because Earl is
Oh, yeah,
1060.
Earl. My bad.
But we're going to go up this way, because that Earl Bridge is difficult to get to. But
I believe that's that
same-
address where that's
the same
stolen.
apartment we were at.
Yeah. And isn't that where that
Across the
stolen HHR was dumped
It
to?
was, yep. I don't know if we're going to get there this way, though. This is the only problem. Remember, we had difficulty getting
Yeah.
in.
Yep. We wouldn't have gone
We had to
there.
go up to Case, right, to get over and come down.
I think so.
322, the driver bail.
Shoot.
322, copy. The driver fled. 2309.
Which way, though? All right, so
Bobby, what do you look like 4 ways out? Black male. I believe he ran towards Earl and maybe north.
well, let's
Coming right at us.
get your back set off in case.
Black male ran towards Earl.
There he
probably
is.
North at 2309.
There he is.
You got anyone else in the car?
Oh, that ain't him.
Nope, that's female.
I saw somebody else down here.
Negative.
Did you?
He was just alone.
Shoot. Did he say she was alone? Oh, no. Never mind.
Well, he said a black male originally, right? Well, I mean, it's a few blocks down there, but I think our best bet is hanging on the corner up here, right?
Yep.
Any clothing?
Till he crosses.
I couldn't see his clothes. I just got his head. Like lighter skin complexion.
Should we go
Like a
one more
little
south?
girl.
Sure.
Light skinned black male with an afro. 2310.
I'll let them take that one. Oh, jeez, what'd you do there?
I was just dropping my flashlight on the molding.
I think he's over there, right? 1074?
He
Huh?
said they ran north of Earl, though.
Yeah, we'll kind of watch these two here for you.
All right.
If you want to flush them. Did he get across the road, do you think?
I'm not sure. There's this little wooded area behind 1074 up against the Earl Street Bridge. He must have ran in there.
Okay. See a flashlight down. You think you went south then?
Possibly.
It don't sound like he got a very good idea of where he went.
Yeah, so
Does it?
just caught a glimpse of them.
Well, we're at Earl and Case with an eye on both Earl and Case. If he did come north, we would probably see him. But it sounds like he thinks maybe he went south. So we'll wait for a little more info before we commit. Yeah, I thought that girl was crossing the street. I thought that was him, but that was a white female. So.
Yeah, that made my heart race a little bit.
Well, I'm open to other ideas if you got any.
I think this is as good as any. I'll be able to see if he crosses Earl. We were so close, yet so far.
Should have came the other way.
369er. Cancel the 10-3 for now. We lost sight of the suspect.
Canceling 10-3 at 2313.
I didn't think you'd go south because that's more open down there, you know.
Yeah, that's wide open.
Well, drive a couple of the streets, see if we can
Sure.
scare him out.
Catch him coming out of his
Oh,
hiding
there's
hole.
the yard waste. We could have ran into that place.
362.
That's probably as good a place as any to hide. The composting site.
With his report was 375-307, and the disc squads need more help in York.
322, just want to check the area.
Copy. Again, put us on that York call. We go.
Copy.
My back and flashlight's working. You see anybody run? Thank you. Is there an alley on that side too?
Yep.
Well, that's too bad. That is right where that HRT showed up, though. You're 100% right. That just seems so open. I'd hate to see him flee that way. I'm more likely going north.
Yeah.
What? He probably knows his way around. Is that the apartment we were at the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the stolen? Oh, in the parking lot maybe? Oh, there it is. Okay, now it makes more sense. There's a fence back there. Try not to get hit.
Squad 371, put me on a 322's call.
Copy.
Well, this turn around, but I'm coming to the top of the crest so I don't get hit in the midst of the 2-point turn.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and check that lower area.
Echo Victor Yankee 558.
Was that one that was just left?
Yeah.
That was that the one that was pulling in when
He
we were
was exactly.
earlier?
Exactly.
Mm.
Side. 453.
Missed it by that much.
453.
See ya.
Change to a disturbance. Clear advice for 2400.
Copy. 2317.
You think you got the Maxwell Smart reference?
I doubt it.
Remember that?
Yes.
Get smart. Missed it by that much. Oh. Well. Throw your light over there just for a minute.
Yeah.
Do the old college try.
That shadow just made me jump for just a second. Thought it was somebody running.
That one registered there. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe he was upset about not being able to get in his parking space.
Just never know. Turned my air conditioner off today.
Did you?
Yeah, it was cooler outside than inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine off all day too. I took my pre-patrol nap.
I didn't get a nap today.
I get my messages like about 2 to 3 seconds before you do. In
You
my
do?
phone. Yeah.
Wonder why that is. Is that this guy's music?
Yeah.
Another happy customer?
Sorry, mister. We're looking for some stuff.
One thing about life is, well, we've talked about assuming good intent in terms of how you operate in life.
Right, you're clear over here.
But the other thing is,
Not anymore.
no hurry.
Good intent?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have to have noticed it. I mean, I'm sure most people do that. This whole COVID combination of COVID, the economy, George Floyd's death, it's, you know, the polarizing election that we have going on. I mean, this is a lot of unhappy humans. And some of them have a right to be unhappy. I mean, it's tough times. But somehow we're going to have to break out of that at some point. It might take till the spring, it might take till the election is a memory. But you just gotta look for reasons to be happy. And I always tell people, compare our quality of life to the rest of the world, and there's really very little comparison.
We're doing pretty well in that respect.
It's granted, right now we get some economic issues, but it's tough to explain to your kids that you should appreciate everything they have, right?
Very true.
I think that was just a pop, or what was
I'm
it?
not sure.
Not sure. That was an unknown pop there. It wasn't definitive either way. We're gonna sit here and see if we can hear a second pop. It did come in this way, right?
Yeah,
This way?
I would have guessed probably behind the 800 building there.
Would you? I was gonna guess a little further, but there's definitely an echo to it. So we're at Arcade and Minnehaha northbound. Stopped at a stoplight. I heard a little pop. Wasn't really definitive. Not like the other night.
Yeah, really.
I don't know. Just a combination of factors right now in the world and in America that I've noticed bubbling out, that a little bit of orneriness out there. Do you see it?
People are not being as kind. I don't know if you've seen it, but the driving is so aggressive the last few months.
Well, I was talking about this with my wife today. People are driving way, way more aggressive than I ever remember, right?
Beyond words. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. And I hope we'll get back to where we were, but it's going to take, it's going to take all of us being, friendly and kind to each other to kind of pick each other up, because we can't let it become a subculture,
No.
But and here's the other thing is, to brag about our state a little bit. People always say when they come to Minnesota, everybody's so nice.
Yes.
So, I've traveled a fair amount. I can't say definitively whether we're nicer than other states, but there are probably a few states I would say we're nicer than. They should remain nameless for right now.
Yes,
right?
they will.
But
there's a white Charger involved in a shots fired earlier today, down on the Gaultier area. This one is Alpha Echo Foxtrot 484. Alpha Echo Foxtrot 484.
are those stripes painted on, or are those just pieces of plastic?
I'm not sure. Second time I've seen that car tonight. We were on the way to something hot earlier, and I didn't.
I had a mini train of thought going there, but
Sorry.
I know that's all right. No, the Charger's more important anyhow. But
Civility.
civility, yeah, and just because you're unhappy about something doesn't give you a right to have an attitude with everybody else, right?
Right.
People think it gives them a right. I don't know. Hey, my theory is you take a deep breath, put a smile on your face, and take the next step.
Right. Yeah, that plate's not coming back. Oh, there we go.
Well, he's definitely a little more aggressive than he should be. But let's see how he does on Maryland.
Well, it's properly registered. It's not stolen.
It isn't really that late yet, is it?
No.
Feels late because we've been out here.
No, we usually don't start so early.
They didn't have any cherry pies at the Super America.
There are so many things that I'm used to getting that are hard to find right now. So if anybody knows where I can find some cinnamon graham crackers, let me know. I am.
What do you like the cinnamon ones?
They're just wonderful.
Do you dip them in milk or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just dip the regular ones in there. It's been a constant question at our house. Boy, it's quiet on the radio right now. Westbound on Maryland, coming up on 35W. 35E, pardon me. 35E.
Go ahead.
To see if anything's going on over there in the...
Not sure if you still have any idea if you can put that report from off the please.
Copy that. 2228. 177.
166.
166. Can we change this to a deal?
I'm getting flagged down on Robert and 7.
Copy 2228.
Well, I'm getting a lot of answers on my cinnamon graham crackers, so I wish I could read it from here, but I'll be checking them in the morning. Thank you all for your assistance to settle my craving.
See, the thing about the cinnamon graham crackers, if you've noticed, the cracker's a little bit stiffer than the regular graham crackers.
A little bit.
It's got a little more rigidity to it. And
Yep.
when you dip it in milk, it's like the My Pillow commercial. You know how the My Pillow guy has a new towel where one absorbs more and one doesn't?
Right?
Well, when you dip the cinnamon crackers in the milk, they don't absorb as much milk.
Are they cleared in there?
You know, you're right.
That's the thing. They like to have a little full milk feeling when you're...
Might be a little milk.
You want to go over there?
Right. Well, it looks like a lot of people in the lot.
At the foundry?
Yeah, not a whole lot of people, but I mean a few people out in the lot.
I mean, it is important to have a cracker that absorbs milk. Problem is, you gotta eat it before it breaks off in your
Well, can you show me available so I can log in?
glass of milk. There's a lot of people here at the foundry, man.
Yeah, there are.
2330.
Is there a party here tonight or what? Huh? What's going on? It's a big
How y'all doing?
huh?
All right.
Well, I'm a pig sometimes. Tonight I did eat a lot, so you could call me a pig. All right. You guys have a good night. What's going on? Thanks for social distancing. You got a mask on. You're doing good, I know. Impressive, impressive. Well, how come everybody's outside tonight? Too crowded in there or what? Birthday party? Whose birthday? Hers? Is it hers? Are you the birthday girl?
Happy birthday.
129.
Huh?
129.
Well, we're not giving it. We're just checking, make sure everybody's safe. We saw a lot of cars here.
March to 310.
Huh? Yeah, packed on the street too.
Oh, that ain't us.
Yeah. All right, well, We're gonna go drive around a little bit, see what else is going on. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
How old is she? She's 38.
28?
Yeah, 28.
28.
Getting younger
Don't
every day.
ever
She's
me
getting
too.
younger.
This is the strangest parking lot here.
Getting a little bit of a contact high.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask if we could identify the source of that unusual smell. What is going on here? Looks, there must be some party, huh?
Yeah. They're packed inside. I imagine they're dipping out to cool off a little bit, have a smoke.
Yeah. Well,
She's definitely making the most of her birthday.
for
it
a
appears.
Tuesday night, that's pretty good crowd. All right, back to westbound on Maryland from Jackson.
Sounds like the original caller, Nancy, is
Movie, which one is Arlington Sports Complex?
Copy at 2332.
A little bit hurried, huh?
A little bit what?
You sounded a little bit hurried.
287.
Oh, slide up there.
Go ahead.
Since we lose.
Advise 261 281.
2333.
Copy at 2333.
It's a nice car.
So one of the patrol officers checked out with somebody up at the Arlington Sports Complex. Just going to roll by and see that everything's okay.
Switch one.
Clear, go ahead, clear PPV. Show us someone that was the plane, over 33.
Played a lot of softball here in our days. Remember those
Copy.
tournaments and
Multiple
stuff?
logs
Oh, yeah.
on Harriet Island Yacht Club. Park at 2334.
So,
Every one of the six teams
166,
have
check
their
your
own
status.
softball team.
I don't think that's a high school anymore over here now, right? It used to be.
I think it's middle school now.
It was Arlington High School, right?
Squad 166,
Yes.
checking your status.
4.
Code 4 at 2334.
Now, he doesn't look terribly dangerous, but he is taller than the officers, and he's got his arms crossed in a... Is that, would you say that? Arms crossed in a
It's kind of a,
unwelcome
yes.
stance. You got to read a lot of body language in this job. It's like he's putting a bike together. Well, I guess the officer's going to make him return the bike. I think he may have unhooked the bike from the locked bike post by taking the wheel off.
For a noise disturbance, unknown what it is, caller will be
That would be
outside
good.
waiting to speak with you and elaborate further.
Probably having him prove that he has the key to the lock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's the lock. Just making sure. I think they're just making sure he's not stealing bikes from the bike locks here.
Yeah.
But
I
don't know if that's his car or somebody else's car.
I'd classify it as unusual to 11:30 at night to see
Yeah.
someone.
It's definitely some form of investigative stop. So just by the way, if you ever lock your bike up to a post, don't lock the wheel, lock the frame, right?
For sure. And this is the kind of situation that could be absolutely nothing. It could be completely innocent, or it could be a theft. And you don't know until you check it out.
Is there a second bike there too, or just one?
I think it's just the one.
Looks like he's trying to get it in the back seat, huh?
Right.
Well, we'll leave that to them. I think they got it well in hand. Whatever the solution is. See, here's the thing. Sometimes people don't like it. I mean, and I don't even know if people don't like it, but sometimes people respond in an angry way when they're asked questions.
Yes.
You know, and that's a little troublesome for us because we're just out here trying to make sure nothing gets stolen. And then we have to ask the right questions to figure out what's going on.
Right.
But that gentleman doesn't sound very friendly, does he?
Not
kinda-
especially.
No.
212, checking your status.
That's no.
212, we're code 4.
Copy, 3338.
Looks like he might be going to jail. He's probably got a warrant. for
Yep.
it.
Looks like they're making an arrest.
Yeah, I think there's a warrant. You can tell his aggressive nature
Mm-hmm.
led you to believe that there's something going on here, right?
Definitely.
So what it is, we don't know. My guess is since the officer went back to his car and ran him,
Mm-hmm.
something popped up on his history. We probably got to search him a little.
212, 1 in custody, code 4.
Search him a little better.
Code 4, 1 in custody at 2339.
Just an example of a couple patrol officers being alert on patrol, seeing that something that looked a little bit out of the ordinary.
Yep.
534.
Go ahead.
Assisted medics with 210 and 535, 10-8.
Copy, 2340.
Eddie Dion's, you should have an invitation waiting in your messages.
435 Thomas, someone throwing knives. I've always looked for a professional knife thrower. I don't know how they do it when the end is always in the board. You know? How does that happen?
Sure doesn't happen with me.
No, there's gotta be some trick to it. But we're gonna run down there to 435 Thomas.
Yeah, see.
I missed all that.
2340.
So remember your geography. Western. What's the numbers for Western as you're going west? 380. So we're gonna run down to Western, and then we're gonna go south. We're on west on Maryland, and then we're gonna go south on Western down to Thomas, and then we're gonna slide over to 435 Thomas.
Yes, sir. And now she gave up the knives. She's holding forks.
Well, we're gonna wait to get there until she's down to spoons.
Or at least forks.
There you go.
112, be advised. Suspects going between the kitchen and the backyard. Now just approaching through the forks on the ground and is approaching the tan van. Tan PT Cruiser.
A PT Cruiser. I thought she was gonna get through. She got rid of the forks. I thought she was
2342.
legitimately gonna go to
182, I'm arriving on Thomas.
2342.
182 is gonna beat us there. Stand by.
Clear right.
17723.
Since there's a delay in how soon you get there, it
22.
is possible she left in the PT Cruiser. So we'll be on the lookout for a PT Cruiser. Is that a police car? Nope. I hear one though. Which is it coming from our right?
Nope, clear.
All right. So 435 is going to be on the corner of Arundel. And of course, it's going to be in the backyard. So we are going to take LaFawn down there. See if she's in the back. Is that the address we're going to? 435?
4. Yes, 435.
All right. So she should be around here if she's in the back. Get your flashlight there.
Yep.
Big Pat. We will go in the alley behind 435. There's a squad going in the front.
An update on 435 Thomas. The suspect's going back and forth between the alley and the yard.
Well, we are definitely in the alley. See a PT Cruiser back there? There it is.
There it is.
Whoop, whoop,
Hello.
whoop. Hi, buddy.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Drop it. Very good, very good. All right, when you take your knee, take a knee. Where's the knife?
It's behind the
Down to your
dumpster.
knees. There you go, both knees. All right, there we go. Thank you. Keep going all the way down, all the way down. There you go. Big time. So we were waiting for spoons. Knives, forks. Yeah, there we go. We're going for spoons.
One 61, that's
Last one.
Okay.
Last one, go ahead.
161 in custody.
Copy, one in custody at 2345. Someone advised I copy your route to 1392 Carlene, apartment 306. For vehicle in the parking lot, caller isn't seen any bower. No plates in the vehicle, and all the emblems have been ripped off to show what kind of vehicle it is. It's a black sedan in the front parking lot. 2346.
Point 21.
Which one?
Advise the 2018. I'll head for your GOC.
932 Concordia, Urban 210 with 126. And it sounds like caller can hear banging on the wall, and somebody's saying, "I'm not afraid, I will slap you."
Well, just want you to know Pat's okay.
Point 21, copy. Monroe.
However, I probably did pull up a little close. We didn't see the suspect behind the garbage.
No, we didn't.
And so, had she been aggressive, I think you would have lost a couple fingers, right? So we ended up pulling up in the alley, and she was right to our right here with a large, what would you call that?
Probably a carving knife.
It's about a 10-inch knife.
Yeah,
It was
about
not a fork. It was not a fork.
No, she gave up on the forks and went back to the knife.
Yeah, it definitely was not a fork. And actually, I mean, that was it might have been a 10-inch blade, huh?
Not a 10-inch blade.
Yeah. But she did drop it quickly under Pat's command. So that's good. It's all good. So I don't think most of these younger coppers know the infamous Pat Scott, though. I was thinking of introducing them. But anyhow, this is a good reason not to quite pull up right in the back. Just a couple 15 feet backwards would have been better, right?
She just completely
I was
surprised us.
figuring she might be walking down the alley, but
Right.
So
And she was dressed all in black.
yeah.
She was right next to some bushes and
Always saw
behind
a
a
little bit of movement out of the corner of the eye. It was just a good thing she chose a knife and not a gun.
yes.
But I don't know what they're going to do with her. They're coaching her now over there.
Imagine
Can't
they're
see
talking to the people inside
you
the
can't
house,
see
find
the
out
coach.
exactly
I mean,
what she did.
I want to know if she was throwing knives. Anyhow.
Nice to check your status. And 210 is going to be their number.
962, I am code 4 on field.
Have a deal. 2349?
So,
Thought he was coming, maybe not.
probably be a sergeant here now. How do I turn these lights off? What the hell?
I have my door
I got
open.
it. I got it. Well, we'll slide out of here kind of gently, huh?
Yep.
Anybody behind us? Squad, but not too far.
I think there's a squad behind us.
Someone could say, are you ELT? They do. 2350.
699.
99.
I'll be EAT. Have a good night.
So,
2350.
thank you. Well, so when you think about it, how fast you can cover ground. So where were we when this came? We were up at the Dome, right? Arlington and Rice
Right.
Street. And we were still able to get here
Pretty quickly.
soon enough to
Yep.
be somewhat helpful in the alley there.
Keep her from going back in with a knife.
Not to say they wouldn't have handled her, but
Sergeant Aguirre would like to hook up with us real quick.
sure.
He was on his way there, but
We could-
where should we pull
Go
up?
anywhere. I mean,
186.
meet us in the
Oh, how about the Speedy Market?
Rice and Banter, or which one?
Thomas
Oh, yeah.
and Dale.
Thomas and Dale, yeah.
I copy on channel 2. I'll let my partner know.
My apologies, thanks.
I felt well,
Sorry.
hang out there too long. There's a lot of squads there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have lost my glasses. My glasses. Oh, there, I got them. Without them, I'm powerless. Anybody remember the cartoon? My glasses. Without them, I'm powerless.
What was that?
We're going back to, but with them, I'm going back to the 60s now.
Oh, man.
Bye.
Not Adam Ant,
I
was
think
it?
it was. I think it was Adam Ant. My glasses. Without them, I'm powerless. But with them, I'm
Can you call Adam?
Adam Ant. It could have been Fearless Fly. There was a Fearless Fly, too. He wore glasses, but I don't think he lost them like that.
A friend of mine just told me enough with the impersonations.
It's not really impersonations, it's just memories.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Probably gonna get hit by this guy.
2252.
Oh, these guys are always partying. I gotta go back. I gotta go drive down that alley and say hi to them. I'm like their party buddy over here. Every single night. Nice group of people. I won't catch you. Rigo's not here yet, anyhow, is he?
He's on the way. So, no.
You'll probably know half these people. You got any food for us or what? Are we ready? Don't worry about it. We're not worried about it. We just came by to say hi. Okay? We just came by to say hi. How's it going? God is good. Have a good night. Yeah, now you want us to get out of here. See you later.
Remember, love the police.
All the time. You're right. You're right. I'm in church. I haven't been to church for a while because of COVID.
God ain't good. What are you talking about? God's great.
God is good. Hey.
I got him.
Hey, have you heard that song? How's that go? God is good. Beer is great. What's the next line?
Oh.
God is good. Beer is great.
And people are crazy. People are crazy, yeah.
There you go.
How's it going? God is good. Beer is great. People is crazy.
Doesn't rhyme though.
That's a song, though.
Not fair. What's going on?
It's a country western. It's a
Obviously,
country western.
I'm too young.
We just came by to say hi, see what's going
I
on.
know. I say, oh, that's my mind there.
We're playing pool or playing dice. I'm not good at either one.
Well, you better get up in there and learn it.
No, you're fine. You're
You're
fine.
too old to not
You're
know
fine.
none of
You're
that.
fine. You do not move that car. You're all good.
You're too
Do
old
not
to
move
know
it.
none of that.
I got plenty of room. I could get a semi through here.
Like,
All right.
all right.
All right. God bless.
Yeah,
See ya.
y'all have a good.
You too.
Staring at Florida Squad. I have a suspicious call pending at 1220 Rice Street for a group of 4 males, 2 white males, 2 black males. Bring a vehicle into a white enclosed trailer. Callers found the news in Minneapolis to be on the lookout for people doing this.
What's this
Sitting on
about?
the trailers. Info at 2355.
214, you saw me.
Squad back to 1-4.
You know what that means?
No, I got a feeling.
This 261 at 2355. And for both squads, this is what's going to be the parking lot there of Tin Cup.
Yeah, they always got a big party going in that garage.
must be Riga.
212.
212.
Being RTLAC with one adult male.
Copy. At 2356.
Is it the same redhead from the... No. Bryson Penn?
We're going to be out for a minute here, just saying hello to Sergeant Rigoberto Aguirre of the Western District real quickly.
This is smoking lounge over here or what? That's the pump? That's very smart of you. Not, are you filling up on gas or what?
I think the squad just starts at Smith and George. It's marked as a DOC. Not sure why, but the caller is advised by another sibling that their brother is possibly overdosing there. A Raymond Tatch, 35-year-old white male. Possibly in a red Toyota Camry. Caller's gonna be going in a white Tahoe with ET at 10 minutes, and we're transferring the medic. Squad 656 on the 656, I copy, squad the back. Thank you, and possibly an accidental overdose.
We'll be right back with you in a minute.
And Linda Marshall. 2361. Recent curfew, secondhand information from an anonymous caller said that her client is walking in the middle of the street at this location. Name is Nicole Fontaine, 38-year-old female. She be wearing a gray shirt and jeans. Unknown health details at this address.
Copy.
And then
Twenty-four.
24.
Just show me 10-8. I'll take 178's call. They can be clear.
1782, I think.
165. Go ahead.
178, copy, thank you.
I'm in the area. I'm not finding anything.
1 minute.
Copy that. 1 minute. Go ahead. I see the update. If you want to cancel medic, I'll just keep checking around. I'll advise if I find anything. 288 can clear too. Copy. 288 can be clear. Copy. I had 2 minutes.
Route.
Copy at 2 minutes.
And 184, just be advised that this party walked away from 2101 Franklin, where she has a
Transpose mail's address for DDS's
no mention of
969
that number 2 and put Franklin curfew walking towards Highway 80.
Copy. At 2 minutes.
3 minutes.
All right, we're back in the car. Some old St. Paul coppers that Pat knew that respect him and wanted to say hi. A lot of these young guys out here don't even know who Pat Scott is, but believe me, amongst some of these older guys, he's a really well-respected, well-thought officer.
Well, thank you.
You retired. What year did you leave?
May of 2010.
Yeah, because I left to go. I was here, but I left to go be at the sheriff's office in 1995. So I had even less contact.
And I actually worked for you as a deputy for about 4 months after I retired.
That's right.
When my license was still active.
Well, we were both in the West District together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I know you and Joe and Deason and I were in that infamous Rice Street stick-up there in Como.
That was Melvin Carter, actually.
Oh, Melvin
I
was
was
your
working
partner?
with
You were
him.
Melvin that day? I was
Yeah.
thinking it was Joe.
That was when he and I were working the Rice Street beat.
Yeah.
112 interrupted region for an adult female. 2 reasons in 4 minutes.
I think I mentioned that maybe when you weren't with me earlier, but
696.
696.
3 stick-up guys stuck up the Clark station.
Use slow. 4 minutes. Quad 184.
And I made the infamous mistake that I never made again.
Just advising. I let state know.
Of step 1, telling the driver to throw the keys out the window.
5 minutes.
And because I didn't tell him to throw the keys out the window, the driver got out of the door, but the guy in the back seat decided he'd jump over and take the car for a ride.
5 minutes.
So
Went around a bend and was gone.
it disappeared. The car blocking the road at the other side said he didn't come by. It was like a ghost had disappeared. But of course he had gone over the hill down to the golf clubhouse parking lot. And then the two of them fled.
It took us a couple minutes to realize what he'd done.
Well, we went down to the bottom. I remember this distinctly. You and I and our cars, we drove to the bottom. We thought we were in a high-speed pursuit of the stick-up men from Clark's. And I remember we got to the bottom. Somebody had blocked the road, and they said, no, he didn't come by. We didn't know where the car went because we couldn't imagine he'd go off that cliff. Okay?
Right, and it was a cliff.
But do you remember this part? Do you remember this part where we're sitting down at the bottom and Captain John Nord, our role model,
Oh God, yes.
pulls up with Doug Wills, and he says, "Did you guys forget something?" The driver that we had gotten out of the car, that we had fired shots over his head at the car as it fled. The driver, we forgot to grab the driver. And the captain grabbed the driver and brought him to us. And then I remember when he handed him to us, he said, "I think he soiled his pants." Oh, that was. But anyhow, several mistakes. Number one, not throwing the keys out of the car when you stop a felony car stop. Have the driver, if he's cooperative, get the keys out so nobody else can drive away. Number two, if they do take off, secure the prisoners that you already have. So, but we only ended up catching one other one. This one escaped and disappeared. We did catch them. Two of them got convicted for aggravated robbery. The third one we never caught. But that's how you learn on this job, by making mistakes. As a matter of fact, that's how you learn in life, by making mistakes and then
Isn't that the truth?
figuring out. I always told my daughter, I said, you learn more from losing than you do from winning. You know, in any sport, in any activity, you learn more from losing than you do from winning. You just don't want to make the same mistakes too many times, right?
Right.
In the area.
All right, what do we got for calls? Got to stop in and see if Ahmad is still working at the... I was really impressed with that guy. By the way, we did mention that we got the air conditioner to the Corinne family up there in Virginia. That was good. Actually, while they were there putting those air conditioners in, they got 4 other Corinne families that came out and said they wanted one. So we happened to have a leftover stack of donated air conditioners. So
Oh, nice.
they all got them.
Have you used the same call, same person? It is. Have you 8 minutes?
Alright.
Terminated on the block. Got it.
I was gonna, when you said put down the knife, I almost yelled, no, put down the spoon. She must have decided forks weren't good enough. How's it going? Good. How are ya? Good. Back to Holiday Rice and Pen. Not quite as busy.
Copy.
Well, it's kind of been an interesting night for Tuesday, don't you think?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
The other sergeant, by the way, with Sergeant Aguirre that we met up with, Darren Johnson, another stellar police officer.
What's going on? Living the dream?
We just chilling.
Well, that's good. That's like living the dream, right?
We ain't got no problems over here. We ain't selling drugs or drugs.
We weren't even thinking you were.
Starting to show me the lights. We ain't
Well,
got nothing.
I figure I'd let you know that we're the police, so you didn't think we were just some crazy old men, you know?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to do looking for some pussy.
No, not tonight.
If you find it, let me know. I want some too. Hi, Bob.
How's it going?
Is that
That's the
Ahmad?
owner?
Sounded like him.
Yeah. Where is it? Maybe it was a guy in the...
7 minutes.
You Bob, huh?
Yeah,
I
who's...
used to see your name if it was yours.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What's going on? Who yelled to us? You or Ahmad? That was you? Ahmad's inside there. Oh, tell the owner we said hi.
Tell Ahmad Pat and Bob said hi. Hey, Ahmad.
Bob.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you be all on Facebook Live,
Once in a while.
As we speak.
Thank you for giving me this.
Is
Right
it your
at this
permit or
moment.
What is it?
Sir. That's crazy.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
How are you, Ahmad?
Yeah, but see, this is the old sheriff.
Yeah.
I'm the new sheriff. When you come back, I'll get you a new one.
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
It's Patrick.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Patrick too.
I'm Patrick
Oh, wow.
also.
Patrick and
And I have one of those too.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
He was waving to us to come in, but
You live right now, huh?
Yeah,
Right
we
now.
are. Yeah.
you want to be on camera?
bad, man.
Just walk to the front of the car if you want to be on
Yeah.
camera.
Hey, by the way,
They're finna get me shot.
by the way, my wife doesn't appreciate you offering me what before. All
Miss
right.
Fletcher, it was. I'm sorry.
There you go. There you go. Very good. Who's that?
I'm your Facebook friend.
Oh, there you go. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you. Keeping these guys in line.
Yeah. Thank you. You must say.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that made me snort laugh.
Well, it's always good to have a little humor in life. He apologized though. Oh. I didn't get that message. That was just to you. Right?
Well-
Sometimes I just never get them, period. Oh,
Oh, goodness. Susie, go home.
Susie's still out here.
Yep.
Sad.
Very sad.
How's it going? That's some good music.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Not too hard, just a little bit. I don't approve of the N-word though. I don't let my son listen to music with the N-word in it though.
Oh, God.
Quiet again, or what's the deal?
Yeah.
Oh, I finally got the message. You know, some night we're gonna have to eat a White Castle.
You can eat a White Castle.
Well, we got to do it at the end of the night. If we do it in the beginning or the middle,
I'll get a breakfast
it'll be
sandwich.
a short night. No, I think just because we gotta, you know, Undersheriff Bill Finney eats them. You gotta try them once in a while. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we should go back to the east side for a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind
Well,
of.
let's check Willard's first, huh?
Yeah, let's go say hi up there.
Check Willard's.
Maybe.
Check Willard's. Slide down to McGovern, see if anything's going on downtown.
Sure.
Oh, that's my second yawn tonight.
That's my third. We're on University Avenue, westbound at Marion right now.
By the King Thai. Outstanding lunch there. So you ever want to have a good...
I've never eaten there. I've heard nothing but good about it.
Yep. The food, the taste is awesome. Personally, by my size, I could use a little larger portion.
Yeah.
But the taste is unbelievable. Sad to see the My Village. I don't think they're open anymore, right? My Village.
No, they are gone.
My Village was place too.
That's the first time I've seen Rigo Aguirre in
Really?
a long time.
He hasn't aged much.
No,
He looks the same as he used to.
looks the same as when he came on the job.
I've seen Darren since
484, we're code 4.
I watched Commander Days.
Code 4, 17 minutes.
Well, westbound Uni at Dale.
280.
I guess he's got the green.
Disregard. Okay.
God, there's so many restaurants on the street that have opened up.
Well, I gotta admit, I miss Johnny Babies.
178.
Yeah.
178.
Johnny Price, that tell you what, great guy. I
Transferring
don't know.
adult female back to
Oh, well, you know,
2101
but
Franklin.
I got to know him pretty well. Just a nice man.
And 18 minutes.
And used to enjoy visiting with him. You know how they got to the name Johnny Babies? How you probably knew this, and this is what I've been told.
I need a squad to squad to start. It's been upgraded to an assault in progress at 582 Hall Street, where the caller is Raymond, assaulted the caller's husband. He was GK and knocking at the bedroom door. Now he's trying to get inside the bedroom. There's a baby there.
210, you can change this to an AOA and drop it back independent. We're going to have to add some comments, and we'll head over there.
It's on the west side.
19 minutes.
We'll see how close they are. Here's the St. Paul car right here. Pulling up.
114.
How was it?
Good. How you guys doing?
Quiet, slow, or what?
Yeah,
Good.
Couple people?
Just advising you, we have another caller from
All right.
1434 Taylor who said
Slowing
that
down
when
a
you
little bit.
arrived, they saw a male hide behind a small dark colored RV.
For now.
Parked on Taylor Avenue. Male now inside the RV.
When the
and
train
just
closes?
related to
Yeah, I think this
what
end
you're
of this week.
addressing.
I think they close for good. They're done.
Oh, they
I
are.
think it's the end of this week.
Really?
Thank you. We got out.
Is it open tonight? Because I was by there was like 3 or 4 cars.
Two parties who were involved in the fight.
Might have
They said
been
it
last
was
Friday,
mutual
might have been
combat.
Friday. I think it's the last weekend.
Copy that. 20 minutes.
Okay. Interesting. All right, good to see you. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Anyhow, Johnny Baby, Jonathan Price, and he was the youngest in the family, so they call him Johnny Baby. Eventually, he grew up to run that facility. Well, I think there's some foul words.
What's happening, Tony? Good, how are you? Likewise. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
126.
I saw you with that big fish on Facebook.
Come here, PC.
You
Yeah,
too.
take care,
thank
man.
you.
Copy 1247 St. Anthony Skyline Tower. Caller's phone is pinging to the possible location as to where her stolen Toyota Highlander might be. This Minnesota plate Charlie Juliet uniform
Remember that.
569.
Charlie Juliet uniform. Stolen Highlander plate.
Oh, I'll head over there with them.
I'm gonna see if we can find that stolen Highlander.
What was the color?
I don't know.
Charlie Juliet uniform.
We'll get a text here shortly. Charlie Juliet
Which
uniform.
one?
It's
back on 114 call.
I don't know how the car can ping unless she had a phone inside of it, but it's worth a good look.
Starting in Uni, 21 minutes.
Where was it last seen? I missed the whole...
1247 Santee, the high rise there.
Okay.
178 arriving.
We're close.
22 minutes.
Just need to know the color.
Yeah. And the last three numbers. There we go. 569 is the Charlie Juliet uniform, 569. And it's black.
Toyota Highlander.
Yep.
I got one sitting in my garage. Good car, very reliable.
Toyotas and Hondas.
You
seem
want to buy one? Go
run
out
forever.
to Maplewood Toyota. See my friendy. Oh, they're probably headed there too. You remember Jim Kishler?
Yeah.
He worked out here
Yeah.
with us.
Didn't he work with... never mind. Yeah, I remember
He
Kitchen.
worked with Luna before, I think
To advise.
Finnegan and I came on, but
And you can send me Lafayette Frontage Road. All advised.
we're looking for
Copy.
Black
Party
Highlander.
Hold on.
suspicious for
Okay.
an unoccupied vehicle blocking traffic
Good.
there. At 200 to 300 block of Lafayette. Just letting you know.
Anyhow, the thing I remember about Jim is, well, we had, back in those days we had a lot of chases.
Yeah.
And he was a good cop, but he used to jump in front of stolen cars,
Oh, geez.
23 minutes.
thinking that they would stop. And they didn't.
Happy to see you.
What the heck is that? Little wagons of junk? Alright.
114, you can clear this assisted with 118, 121.
Just go by the lot.
24 minutes.
Well, let's just go see if we can find it. I think we should probably divide up the rows. So let's... Probably gonna wonder what we're all doing here. Well, I'm just gonna start here. Start at row 1 and keep going, huh?
Yeah.
What's the number part?
569. You can do it.
This one I've done a few times. Looking for a stolen. The lady said her phone is showing pinging here. There's one there. And it is first possible that the plates have been taken off or changed. I wonder how old the call is. Oh, that didn't sound good.
There you go.
Squad 121, traffic.
121.
Snelling just north of Blair. Van, no plates.
Snelling north of Blair. 26 minutes.
Black, though, huh?
Yeah.
Black.
Oh, another note that came in about it, I think.
114, I'll be headed to 121.
We're gonna see who can find it first, huh?
We'll keep looking. I mean, they always turn up sooner or later.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
CJU 569.
something like that, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I suppose, I'm guessing the phone was left in the car?
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, by this point, it could already be sold.
Yeah, the phone's out.
They're just hoping that the phone in the car is still
121,
connected.
code 4.
That's what we're thinking.
Wishing one had.
I have nothing against it, but it's taking some adjustment. The longer hair and the beards I'm seeing
Yeah.
on cops.
Well, it took me a while to get my mind wrapped around the beard thing.
I think it's a good thing.
But I think it takes off. It makes some cops seem more approachable,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
I'm not going for it myself, but so the problem is, like they said, probably it's a phone that was in the car. There's no sense in assuming it's still in there. This is the largest public housing high-rise west of Chicago.
Really?
Yep. Single building. Pretty interesting, huh? Because a lot of them were built later with separate towers. This is the largest single building. (1247) St. Anthony, affectionately nicknamed the Titanic because of its size.
121.
And
I'll be on data.
some people
29 minutes.
now call it the United Nations building because of its similarity to the United Nations in terms of size and structure,
Okay.
and partly United Nations because of the diverse community that lives in there. So those are the nicknames for 1247, the Titanic and the United Nations building. Run by Common Bond. Well, they do a nice job. Very few, if any, problems there. Well, let's make a few bar runs, huh?
Let's do that.
See what's going on. See where the nightlife is. There's a lowrider there.
No kidding.
Info to squads, West Central side of Council 2 for a break at 30 minutes.
Yeah, which happens will drive down Selby. We haven't been down there tonight, huh?
Yeah, good idea.
Well,
111.
no signs of that vehicle in the area. Syndicate or target lots at exit. Will be 10-8.
Copy, 31 minutes.
Gotta tell you a funny story. As long as we're coming by Oxford Pool, it's just kind of a lesson. So when I was the juvenile unit commander of the police department before I left, we started this swimming program. What was happening is a lot of Hmong children were drowning. And so we wanted to teach them how to swim. And you know, Hmong kids, they love fishing.
Oh yeah.
So, we hooked up with St. Paul Parks and Rec that ran Oxford Pool and the school, and we got a grant donated to have buses pick up kids from all the housing projects to bring them up to take them swimming. And we invited the parents to come with too.
Cool.
And so let me back up. One of the problems with immigrant families is the kids speak English and the parents don't.
Right.
And
See that a lot.
The parents end up asking the kids to translate for them. So there's a role inversion in terms of who's the parent at some times and who's the child. So the parent has to rely on the kid for information.
Sure.
And so we're always looking for ways to get that role back to where it was, where the kid has to rely on the parent.
Okay.
And you don't think about it in terms of swimming, but it was the craziest thing, because all these younger Hmong kids would come into this pool, and the pool was at least 3 feet deep. It goes from 3 to 6 or 8, whatever.
Sure.
And so they had to cling to their parents in order to keep their head above the water. It was the greatest thing to watch the kids rely on their parents.
I need a central spot to start with the sergeant a copy on a shots fired. James and Milton. Caller heard 10 minutes ago. A silver Mercedes sped away, just found in an alley between James and Randolph. Caller did find one facing at the intersection.
Oh, it was nice of the caller to go out. And we can slide down there, huh?
Yeah.
What did you say? Was it Mercedes?
Yes. And we ran into a silver Mercedes twice last week.
Yeah. So, did you say James and Milton?
Yes.
So we'll slide down Victoria down there.
Perfect.
Trying to get there. But anyhow, for me, it was great because the parents loved it, because they weren't just watching their kid, they were actually doing something with their kid in the pool. But it's the same thing in every immigrant population, is that the parents get disempowered.
Right.
You know, I always tell the story that when I worked with the Hmong community in McDonough a lot, and
I need a central squad to start searching a copy on an assault, stabbing, Bryce Charles, suspect still on scene, medics are going, uncooperative caller.
what do you want to do?
Well, this one, the car is gone.
210. This will be DOC.
And we could just as likely run into the car on the way to Rice and Charles as anywhere else, I would think.
Okay.
200 copies in row.
Well, back to Rice and Charles.
If you can clear this at 656 and I'll head to the assault as well. Am I clearing the whole call?
Anyhow, one more story about the role inversion. So a lot of these immigrant families, they come and when they stay in public housing, they rely upon
261 disregard.
they rely
210, the suspect is a 57-year-old black female, first name Tammy, 5'5", medium build, wearing a burgundy shirt with white pants, and she still has the knife.
Oh, she hasn't swapped
Clear
it
right.
out. She hasn't swapped it out for a fork yet. Anyhow, back to this. So I'd spend time in the housing projects, and one of the stories I always tell is that whenever if a door broke or something went wrong in the housing projects,
Right.
rather than when you were little, who would fix it?
Dad.
Your dad. He'd go out to the garage, basement, he'd get a toolbox, he'd come in and fix it, and he'd probably let you screw some of the screws in, right?
Sure. Teach you a life lesson.
Teach you how to use a screwdriver and stuff. Well, the problem in the housing projects is the residents wouldn't fix it, and so they would call. They would use the phone to call public housing. And public housing would send a guy out to fix it, which is all well and good and fine. But what would happen is the father wouldn't speak any English, So he would recede and sit back further in the room, and the little boys would watch the public housing guy fix things rather than watching their dad fix them. You follow me?
Yes.
And so that was a
And I put all
cycle.
squads on the assault. The victim has left for the caller driving to the hospital. Make sure to advise region.
How are we doing?
Clear.
Thanks. So, I guess the moral of the story is we got to find ways to empower parents and these immigrant families so the kids look up to
99
them.
squads that could head over to region.
Because it's a small little lesson. Though when we would enjoy watching our dads fix it, try to help them fix it too.
Copy, 37 minutes.
The dynamic of the swimming story you told me, though, is fascinating to me. To
It
have
never dawned on me till I saw it, you know, the big smiles on the parents and the kids' faces of doing something jointly.
I think this was, she was wearing what, a maroon top?
I'm leaving that up to you, partner.
Well, I know it was a maroon top.
Okay.
But
57-year-old, did she say 57-year-old female? How do they know how old she is?
maybe they know her really well. Now, if we get here and she's still holding the knife,
Yes.
it's your turn to say drop the
I
knife.
got a bottle of mace in my
Just
pocket.
input all squads. I'm getting conflicting information on this stabbing. We are getting someone calling back saying someone's stabbed at the intersection, trying to see if they're still there or if they've left or not.
Nice and Charles.
This is Sherburne, but there's a lot of activity here, man. I don't know what that is about. I'm having a hard time believing we got here first. Huh?
All squads, they should be in a parking lot near Rice and Charles. They're not responding to us anymore.
Well,
100, are you comfortable with that?
Hey, you guys know anything about somebody getting stabbed out
They
here?
are saying that the female got in the parking lot, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll talk to you about that. 39 minutes.
Right there. Right there. There's somebody yelling.
where?
Right in the middle of the street.
39 minutes.
I don't know if it's the suspect or if
112, swing by to his 44, looks like he's the only one here right now. Not too far away.
Well, it's probably the suspect.
It is the victim. 210 for your info caller said she is standing in front of the suspect who stabbed her.
Yes, where's the suspect?
That girl.
That girl
She
what?
stabbed another girl.
That girl there?
I called 10-2.
Stay right here. Stay right here.
The girl, she got to be on her way to the hospital.
Yes, fine.
Left her leaking.
I'm gonna get this one.
She said she wasn't waiting for the police. Hello?
What the hell happened here? According to a witness, the suspect is crossing Como here on the west side of the street if the squad wants to pull up.
she's got the knife in her hand.
What I'm here right now is
She's got the knife in her left hand.
She's still got her knife in the left hand. She's walking north on the west side of the street.
Who's out with 121?
2400.
2400, I copy.
It'll be out at region.
I copy. I'm holding the 10-2 here. 121, 2400 are with the female. Knife in the left hand, 40 minutes.
121 on 2, you can clear the 10-2, we're 441 in custody.
Copy. 121 is code 41 in custody at 40 minutes.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
And 10-2 clear.
Yes, we will, for sure.
Where'd she go?
Copy.
366, pulling up 3.
Copy. And if anybody on scene can advise me if I can cancel medics for Rice and Charles, that would be great.
No medics needed at Rice and Charles right now.
Copy. Canceling them at 41 minutes.
The one who was stabbed? The one who was stabbed?
266, you notified St. Joe's and United States.
Will do.
She went to the hospital? Right, she's going to the hospital. Okay. Then let me say,
121.
121.
According to a gentleman here, our staff victim is en route to the hospital. The guy we have here is our suspect.
Do we know which hospital?
I believe Regions. So we're still working on that.
Copy. We're trying to contact all the other hospitals as well. 22 minutes.
266, no one showed up at Regions yet.
Copy. And 121, can you advise that the male knows what kind of car they're going to be in?
Black Mercedes,
BMW.
Copy.
B&M, no.
200,000.
Okay, copy.
That woman knew it. That lady knew.
And info to squads per 601, the vehicle that the victim is possibly in is a black BMW at 43 minutes. Copy at 43 minutes.
Sit down, somebody gonna hurt you. I ain't never been on your top ass. Sit your over the hill ass down. I still want to be back there. Don't sit your ass in the corner. Want somebody snapping you up. I'm gonna put my hands on you. Or nobody else. Because I don't want to.
Ain't no problem, officer. Hey, y'all trying tonight. So, hey, stand there.
It's not killing. She's a control. She's so ignorant. That's an ignorant woman. It ain't killed. No, I'm gonna do what I can do to do my part. I'm not gonna leave it alone because it's not alone. She did a crime. So from here to Charles Street, that might be it.
You're yelling.
I'm mad.
All right, I know you're mad.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to my car and go to my house.
All right, you're good to head there. We're going to be looking around here. All right, thank you. I appreciate you staying with me.
I don't know what she
Wait till I
She got caught with a knife.
We're just saying we've got this
Spanish on the back.
Look
the
at
hole.
Look
In the
I
right
don't
guy.
want to touch. If somebody cut you with a knife, you gotta go to the hospital.
I told her to go to the hospital.
She got stabbed. She didn't get cut.
We just got to wait there.
There's no way that the wounds are not gonna allow her to go to the hospital.
Were you right at Charles or were you down at Sherwood?
Right there, you know. Please, stop being slow.
Squad 501.
Where people hang out now. The new spot.
Go ahead.
Charles, right there.
Downtown BCOT.
Have a good night. 45 minutes.
It's tears in mine.
Charles almost like the new
I
spot
was,
right there.
hey,
She didn't stop. She cut her. There's no way she can escape.
Hey, what was her name?
Her name's T. Now y'all asking me too many
What's her
questions.
last name?
I don't even know her last name. I just love this is my neighborhood. I know her
my name
name.
right.
Her name's Tammy. Deanne is her real. The other girl name's Deanne. I know
That's
that.
the
That's as far as I
neighborhood.
know.
Why did she stab her?
I don't care why did she stab her. She
know.
stabbed that woman. Her people,
Oh,
her people.
mouth.
She's suffering from her own shit, so she needs to sit down and work on herself. I don't know where she's at.
she at the hospital.
She had, sir, Miss Officer, I'm finna go. There's no way, I know me. There's no way that I or anybody else can be stabbed and not go to the hospital. So I don't know which hospital she went to. So is that my God? Okay, I heard what you said, and I can make it make some sense to me, but that just don't make no sense. Like, what? No. Yeah, tell me the situation. Break it down. And name it, sir. Give me something.
You called us.
Sure, hell yeah.
You told us that Danny
Staff, yeah.
So right now we're missing a key part of this. We're missing the staff.
Yeah, okay.
So until we locate her, we're not free to leave. We need to figure out what happened, right?
Yeah, so you want me to help. This is it. Exactly. Okay, I didn't have time, but I guess I do. I'm thirsty in that thing. I need to pop some. I didn't have time, but I guess I do.
I appreciate it.
To figure it out. Because she needs to. I'm doing it because for the simple fact, I'm a mandated reporter. Somebody's going to hurt that lady. I'm doing what's best for her. To sit her ass, her homeless, she lives in a tent. She's 60 years old, and she has a mind of a 5-year-old child, and she thinks it's cute to be like that. She goes around and pray on the week, and whatever she do. Sit your old ass down. You 54, somebody, anybody, everybody will fuck you up. You're not hard to beat. You 54. I'm 44. I'm not hard to beat. I'm not what I could do in my 30s or whatever, they don't think you're too old to be so big. I'm 46. My help. Yes, sir. I reported a crime, Brody. Go meet the cops so we can. And I'm reporting.
I know it's every day.
What?
200, any updates on regions or the other hospitals with a victim? 266, no luck at regions. Thank you.
It looking like going in the back. You think I'm gonna see somebody's knife, or you think I'm gonna actually see the stab? I see the blade. Long enough to fuck you, F you up. Long enough, it was a knife. Long enough for me to see it. Like a 6-inch, like a killer. Like a killer. I know the sizes of knives and pocket knives and stuff like that. That was a one that'll hurt you. One that'll hurt you, one small.
Where exactly? Yeah, the hole right here. Right there. I think. I took her face.
Let's check that out.
The first, not the second stool, but the first set of stools.
Charles.
If I could walk back over there and show you, I'll show you. Now you're fucking with my nerve. No, you're not. Because it is what it is. You don't have to verify it. You already make me verify it. Let it go. No more verification. I'm going to verify it all the way to the that's my old man. I'm supposed to be going home. I got shit I got to be doing.
Right here.
It's not an incident
Out
to
of
me
the
at all.
Right here on the stove.
You stabbed that woman.
Yep, we're just trying to find the victim.
Yes, let's do it. I'm going to sit down. Y'all already told me to sit down. I want to trail you. Sir, I don't.
All right, we're gonna go back, see if we can find the crime scene. We don't have a victim. She didn't show up. Turns out what we thought was a knife was a pipe. Let's see if we can find a crime scene. That's it. So we're gonna go back and see if we can find a knife that was jettisoned or a crime scene. We're assuming the victim is on their way to some type of hospital. But so supposedly this is a little hangout down here. Right in here. Sure where, but we're gonna look for a knife and or some blood right here on Charleston.
code 4.
Copy that. In 2 minutes.
And we'll be given a ride to adult female to higher ground.
Copy. 52 minutes.
What do you want to say?
Copy. 56 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thanks. Good luck. See ya. All right. Well, we're unable to identify a crime scene. However, she insists that this is where it occurred. We don't have a victim. We have a name, a first name. No, we don't have a victim that's turned in.
That one saw it more than I saw it.
So,
And it's a hangout spot.
I guess at this point they'll take the names of everybody involved and try to go from there. Well,
Copy it. 7 minutes.
Hold on one sec.
221.
Good.
14 Sycamore Street West, Florida domestic for the color Sun, a 31-year-old Hispanic male, Mario Diaz, swearing, yelling, shook the collar. 22511, currently in the living room. He has been drinking.
well, the good news is we can still get from A to B fast. So they'll identify the potential suspect and wait to see if a victim shows up anywhere. Sounds like somebody took her somewhere. We have a stolen from 644 Nebraska East. Stolen in the last 45 minutes. Blue Honda CRV. Plate is 544 UGZ.
214 traffic.
14, go ahead.
Oops.
Smith and 7, 330 Mike X-ray.
Smith 7, 15.
Well, I suppose we could run up to Sycamore. I want to run down to McGovern and see what that's like in case it closes with a fight. Obviously nobody's going there. It's a pleasure working with you, Pat.
Indeed. I'm enjoying every minute of this, Bob.
So, we're going to run down to the West 7th Street bar area, see what's going on down there. There's a nurse down there Pat's been looking for. She works in Hudson. Quite a boisterous witness we had there, huh?
Well, wasn't she ever?
Helpful, but I always tell my friends that are in politics, well, this woman's, the only reason I'm telling you this story is this woman's a great example of it. It's not always the facts of your argument that cause people to believe you. Usually it's the passion of your argument.
And the volume at which you voice it.
I'm not sure if anything was true she said, but she was so passionate about it, she was believable.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, the truck park doesn't even look open.
No.
So,
Well, they've been closing at 1, and so they probably put them out a little before.
all quiet on the Western Front.
Yes.
Is that a car coming or just stopped in the street? Spot up there.
I think it's out on traffic.
Nothing here, right?
Nothing.
Tuesday night, West 7th Street, all quiet. Well, it's 1 o'clock. We got to close up soon, but we should probably go by. Oh, here we go. 915 Ray Street. 2 figures in the alley. What the heck that is? Well,
Go ahead.
This is EJ still suspicious. It'll be unfounded with Central at 2400.
Copy at 103.
Front Street.
He was about to start to assist medics 380 Jackson, St. Paul Prep School, security calling on a male and female that are down in stairwell C. Female half naked.
Oh, what the heck. Better see if we can. Oh, 380 Jackson, send us that building. We'll just see if it's a Narcan overdose.
267, I copy at 103.
302.
302 on 2.
Correct. Is there anybody in Central that has IBIS?
Any squads with an IBIS on channel 2?
Clear.
200, I can head back to the office.
Okay.
So I don't know the building extra, but 380 Jackson. Oh, that's still open. So which way are we going here?
I think right.
Copy at 104.
I don't know for sure. We'll know soon. What's that one there? For some reason.
214, I can go with 267. Make me primary.
Copy that. 104.
Okay, we'll take care of it.
The numbers are all different.
10, you want me to cancel everyone?
Yep, we'll take care of it. We're on fire.
Somebody's yelling at us.
267, 214, you're clear.
214 times. 267, copy, thanks.
Those numbers don't follow these streets anymore.
This sign. Oh, this sign should tell us 3:30. So
Alright,
we just.
so we're good.
passed it, yep.
Some people laying in the hall. Right. Well,
Maybe it was that house where that, or
I
that
think it's
building
gotta
the
be
woman
right
was
here,
yelling
huh?
out of.
330, we're going to 380, right?
Yep,
All right, so this has got to be 360.
you're right.
We're on a call. Sorry. What's that there? Oh, then ask him.
366.
Ask him if this is 380.
Did you call?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got a male and a female in stairwell C on the 3rd floor. I was going down the stairwell and they were laying there. He was snoring as hell. She has no clothes on.
Okay, are they conscious and breathing?
Snoring up a storm.
Both of them or one of them?
I just heard one of them.
All right, we'll go. You want to take us there?
Sure.
Now,
I copy, yeah.
how far, when the other squads come, will they be able to get in or not? How far are they from here?
Just where the elevator is.
All right, we'll go in and check it right now. I'll bring some Narcan just in case.
We'll be back with you shortly.
210, cancel medic.
Copy it, 110.
All right. Well, both were plenty healthy. Either one needed Narcan. Fire department came as well, just in case, but they were woken up by the St. Paul Police Department, who joined us in there, thankfully. What the heck? Girl's got a swimsuit on, or what? Or is that what just happened there? I mean, it was hot in there, I understand that.
Yeah, I guess.
You want to just ask her if she's okay?
Everything okay? All right. Have a good night. Get some of that. Can I get some of that juice?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Love the police.
did he use the F word?
He used the F word.
Do I hear a helicopter? What is that noise?
Sure.
Oops. A little too far out there. Well, it's been actually an interesting night.
Yeah, it really was.
Worked a lot longer than I thought we were gonna, but this cool air kind of keeps you awake.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I'm a night person.
I think all the bars are now closed.
Yeah. Is that a hint you want to go home there? That's I call it a night. 1:13.
Gave it a good night.
We'll see everybody. All right, what do we got here? Oh, there's a lot of people out here from Ellery's. All right, just sit here for a minute or what?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah, definitely.
You got this on yours too or not?
Should. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, for those of you that are on this post, you know, we're just trying to make this interesting and give you a flavor. It's not really a venue for politics. This guy's coming over to ask us, tell us he's got a problem or something. It's not a venue for politics or dissension or arguments. It's just a venue to learn about what we do.
How you doing?
Gentlemen.
We got a problem or what?
Nope.
Oh, good.
I say it's pulled on.
Oh,
On the other side of the street.
I thought maybe everything else is quiet except you. You know,
Sweet.
you're it.
Yeah, every place else is quiet.
Did they close early?
Yeah.
It must have.
Like at midnight?
Truck park must have been closed early.
Yeah, when we went by it,
We went right at 1. It was empty.
both of them, both the truck park and
I had
McGovern's.
3 of these cars pull up at like 10 to 1, but never get out of their car.
Huh.
Well,
282.
that side of the street's probably not yours, huh?
I tell you what, like I said, we go over there because like we talk about the neighbors and stuff. Like, guys, can you move along? And 9 times out of 10, we get the man, fuck you, and get out of here.
I wouldn't bother trying to move them. That's not on you. If they come and they're not yours, you just end up getting in the middle of something that you can't
right.
defend, you know.
How was the weekend?
Besides that, that's a county building, right?
Yeah.
No, we had 3 shootings this afternoon, this evening, 1 murder.
Where?
Jackson and Witter, Johnson Parkway off of 7th Street, and Hazelwood, Maryland. That was a
They
murder.
noticed a black gun possibly in the back pocket of their pants that did not present it to the caller. He is walking southbound Striker, dressed in black, with a black backpack.
Stay safe.
All right,
Thank you. Anyhow, if you're on here and you're don't use this as a political forum. Just have some fun with what we're doing, but
200, you copy the weapon.
we got to look for common ground in life. We don't want to create a format for argument and dissension.
I know he's not going to do that.
I think that stopped him from peeing mid.
Yes, it did.
Oh, that's us, buddy. See? Now the peer is going to come over to our car. We'd rather not have you pee in public. Huh? We'd rather not have you pee in public, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the warning.
You bet. Well, it looks like the siren got the other ones moving too. All right, so call it a night.
Sure.
10 minutes, 1:30. Call it a night.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know what the thing is.
I think
Alcohol is such a driving force in our business, isn't it?
it really is.
I mean, look at the people that are just intoxicated. I don't know. It's just so.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Anyhow, we will be back a week from Friday, 9/11. For sure, then is possibility before then, but more likely just next Friday. If you get a chance to go back and watch some of the early ones, just cover some information that we did not cover in the more recent post.
That's going to be the 11th, huh?
Yeah, the 11th. And
9/11 at 9/11.
9/11 and 9/11.
A somber anniversary.
Devastating day. Everybody remembers where they were.
For sure.
All right. I'm gonna close up with some music here on our way into the barn. One of my favorites, but I don't know if I can get it to play, but we're gonna really try here. Okay. That's not it though. That's probably my son's music there. Oh, we just got another text about the red eclipse. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's not gonna work. My phone is ready. Well, that's not my music. I just got to get a song to close us up on here. Hang on there. I don't know if there's many. Well, we'll see. Play the theme from Star Trek.
Here's Star Trek main theme by Michael Giacchino.
This song has some power to it. Except it didn't play. Is it playing? Play the theme from Star Trek.
Okay, playing Star Trek main theme by Michael Giacchino.
Gotta admit, this is some beautiful symphony.